Good day, dear students. For today, let us first have our short review of our lesson last week before we proceed to another lesson for this week. In terms of components of health-related fitness, we discussed that fitness is defined as a condition in which an individual has enough energy to avoid fatigue and enjoy life. While at the same time, the physical fitness, it is the ability of our body wherein we can be able to give an extra energy in order for us to do our leisure and other recreational activity. While in health-related fitness, we learned that it is an ability to become and stay physically healthy. Diba alam naman natin na kailangang healthy tayo everyday. Dito naman sa skill-related, these are the ability of a person in order to perform athletic sports or events. Example, agility, balance, power, speed, coordination, and reaction time. We also discussed the 4 components of health-related fitness: cardiovascular fitness, the muscular strength and endurance, which are under po nito yung muscular endurance and strength, and then at the same time, the flexibility and body composition. For this week, we are already in week 2. You need to answer the following questions and do the other activities. Here's the questions for learning task 2. Number 1, you need to answer this one. In your own words, define fitness. Again, in your own words, you need to define fitness. Next, you need to describe the difference between health-related and skill-related fitness. Diba? Napag-aralan na natin yon. Ano ang difference ng health-related fitness and skill-related fitness? Now, for number 3, you need to reflect and write down all your daily activities. Magre-reflect ka, tapos isusulat mo yung mga daily activities mo. And then after that, you need to give special attention to activities that will help you improve your health-related fitness and then of course, maximize your body at the same time. I mean body potential at the same time. Now, after answering those 3 questions, you need to do this activity, okay? Gagawin mo to in order for you to understand the importance of exercise in building total fitness and family wellness. So, anong gagawin mo? Diba? Ang gagawin mo, you just need to look for a partner para magawa mo yung mga activities to be discussed later on. Now, first on the list is your body composition. It is the body's relative amount of fat to fat-free mass. Now, how to get your BMI or your body mass index? First, of course, you need to get your weight in kilograms, okay? And then, at the same time, your height in meters. Now, here's the computation of BMI. Example, yung weight mo, i-divide mo lang siya sa height mo. But before that, before may divide yung height mo in meters, you need to get the square root of your height. Let us talk about your weight. Now, for your weight, syempre, kailangan mo ng timbangan, diba? So, pwede ka manghiram dyan sa mga kapitbahay mo or kaibigan mo, kamag-anak mo or sa barangay nyo para at least makuha mo yung weight mo. And then, of course, in getting your weight, you need to wear light clothing. Dapat, di ba, mga ano lang, hindi mabibigat yung damit mo. Baka naman, sobrang bigat ng suot mo, mga kasuotan mo, magdagdag yan kasi ng bigat mo pagka tinimbang ka na. And then, of course, at the same time, dapat hindi ka nakasuot ng tsinelas or sapatos. Dapat bare feet lang po tayo, okay? Now, for the height, it is the distance between the floor to the top of the head in standing position. So, nakita nyo dyan sa picture, diba, dapat nasa wall tayo. And then, of course, dapat stand straight lang. Ganun din, wala din dapat shoes or slippers na suot. And then, of course, gamit ka ng ruler or something na straight in order to get your height. At syempre po, hindi pwedeng kalimutan yung tape measure natin as your equipment in order to get your height. In meters po tayo, okay? Let's talk about waist circumference. We all know that waist circumference is a good predictor of visceral fat which contributes more risk of cardiovascular disease and diabetes than fat located in other areas. So, ibig sabihin po pala, dito natin malalaman kung kailangan na ba nating magbawas ng taba sa katawan. Kasi bakit? Pagka nag very high na or nag-risk na talaga, sobrang risky na, sobrang taas na ng sukat po ng waist natin, waist circumference natin, posible na tayong magkaroon ng sakit. Check your waist circumference properly. Dapat yung tape measure mo, hindi siya doon sa mas thin, mas maliit na part ng waist natin. Dapat doon medyo sa may taba-taba, okay? Now, here's the reference for you to know if your waist circumference is normal or not normal. So, difference po yung bases ng men at saka women. Another thing is your strength. It refers to the muscle's ability to generate force against physical objects. To check the strength of your upper extremities, you need to do the 90-degree push-up. Kailangan mo lang ng mats dito. So, see pictures, tingnan mo yung sa lalaki at saka sa babae, magkaiba po yung position or yung gagawin ng push-up, way ng push-up ng boy at saka girl, okay? Now, for the scoring of push-up, you just need to record the number of push-ups made, okay? Record the number of push-ups made. Now, another activity is curl-ups. The purpose of this activity is to measure the strength of your abdominal muscle. Now, for the scoring of this activity, just need to record the number of curl-ups made, okay? Just record the number of curl-ups made. Tingnan mo lang yung picture na kung paano siya gagawin. Ganyan na ganyan po ang gagawin mo. Hihiga ka, nakabend yung knees mo, and then nakapatong yung hands mo sa thigh mo, okay? Let us also talk about flexibility. Flexibility refers to ability of the joints to move through a full range of motion. Now, let us do the sit and reach, wherein it is a test of flexibility for the lower extremities, particularly the hamstring. Now, the purpose of this activity is to be able to reach as far as possible without bending the hamstring. Saan ba yung hamstring natin? Ito po yung muscle natin dito sa may thigh part banda. Okay? Now, in order for you to do this activity, you need to sit on the floor with back flat on the wall, with feet approximately 12 inches apart. Dapat at least 12 inches po yung layo ng dalawa mong paa. And then, of course, without bending your back, knees, and elbows, place one hand on top of the other and position the hands on the floor. So, dapat nagkapatong yung dalawang kamay mo. And then, nakaporma ka ng kagayang-kagaya yung nasa picture na yan. And then, after the tester has positioned the 0 point on the tape measure, start the test by slowly reaching the farthest point possible without bending the knees. Kung kailangan mo lang itry or give your best para maabot mo yung pinakamataas na posisyon, 'di ba? Possible position na hindi mo bene-bend yung knees mo. Okay? Kung kaya mo, wag mo masyadong ipilit, baka masaktan ka. Now, for the zipper test, it is a test of upper arm and shoulder girdle flexibility intended to parallel the strength endurance and endurance assessment of the region. So, nakikita nyo dyan sa picture, kailangan mo lang abutin yung dalawang mong kamay sa likod mo. Okay? We have right position and then, of course, left position. Purpose of this activity is to touch the fingertips together, bind the back by reaching over the shoulder and under the elbow. Now, for those who cannot reach their fingertips together behind their back, they need to get the measure of the gap between the two fingers or two hands. Now, for the cardiovascular endurance, it is the ability of the heart, lungs, and blood vessels to deliver oxygen to working muscles and tissues, as well as the ability of those muscles and tissues to utilize the oxygen. Now, to measure your cardiovascular, you need to do the 3-minute step test. Now, how to do it? Ganito lang. Dapat hahanap ka lang ng step, kahit hagdan or something na pwede kang mag-akyat, baba, step up, and then step down. For this activity, this 3-minute step test, you need to position in front of the step. Okay, position in front of the step. And then, at the go signal, step up and down on a bench or something na pwede kang umakyat baba for 3 minutes at a rate of 24 steps per minute. Gawin to, dapat up ka with your left foot, tapos akyat mo din yung right mo, and then down mo yung left foot, down mo din yung right mo. Ganun ha. Right after the exercise or this activity, the 3-minute step test, you need to stand and then relax. Huwag ka muna magsalita. Then after that, right after the activity, you need to locate your pulse rate. In order for you to get your pulse rate, you need to count it for 10 seconds. And then kung ilan yung makakount mo for 10 seconds, multiply it by 6. Okay? Ganun lang po. And then that will be your score for your 3-minute step test.
That night was so insane.